My name is Matan Goldman, and this is my teaching demo. So in this lesson, we're going to be learning about the TH sound in English. Now, this is probably the hardest sound in all of English. So we're going to learn it together. We're going to learn how to make it, which way to make it. There's two different ways. And we're going to do some practice. So first off, there are two ways to make the TH sound, but it's all the same sound. So we can put our tongue in between our top and bottom tooth like this. You see? But a lot of people don't like that. It feels like I'm sticking my tongue out. Maybe it feels wrong. You might feel like you're spitting. You aren't, but you might feel uncomfortable. So to combat that, there's another way. And it's a little harder, but it's the same exact sound. See? So that's when you put your tongue up against your top tooth, like this, like you see up there. Either way, your tongue should not be moving. So let's practice both ways, and you can choose which way you want. Let's try the one on the bottom. Now let's try the one on the top. Good job. Now let's practice, because some of you may have had some issues where you're trying to make it, but you just end up going, huh. That's hard. The trick is to make sure air is escaping. So let's all go, ah, ah. There's air coming out. And then we go, there's air coming out, but it's coming out just out of the sides. You see there? Like we see over there. Just out of the sides. We don't want to go, that just makes a t sound. So let's all practice. Let's make the TH and put our hand out front, in front of our mouth, and let's see if we can hear the TH. Good job. So let's see, can you tell if I'm saying it with the TH or with the T? For us, that would be versus the. So let's see. Bat, bat. That's a T. Think, think. Yeah, good job. That's the TH. T, T. That's a T again. That's the T there. Thigh, thigh. And that is the TH. So let's practice it all together. I speak, then you speak. Bath. Thank. The. Thigh. Now let's all say it together. Bath. Thank. The. Thigh. Good job. So sometimes you may find that your TH is becoming a F. That's not good. That happens because your tongue moves. Remember how I say to make sure your tongue stays in place? If your tongue moves, you might go. So let's see if you can tell the difference between an F and a TH, and then we'll practice saying it. Which one am I saying? Fin. Fin. That's an F. Thought. Thought. That's a TH. Thrill. Thrill. That's also a TH. First, first. That's an F. Now, I'm going to put my hand in front of my mouth, and let's see if you can still tell. First, first. That's an F. Thirst. That's the TH. So let's see how long we can keep this TH going. We want to keep it going as long as we can, the F. We can do that a long time. Now let's do the TH. 3, 2, 1. Keep it going, keep it going. Good. Now, if you found that hard, that may mean that you're letting out too much air or you're blocking some of the air. Just try and make it the most natural. Let's try one more time. Good job. Now, did you know there are two TH sounds? You probably did. I've been using both, and the difference is in your vocal cords, right here. So what the difference is some of them, they're not vibrating. For that, I'm using that fancy symbol that looks like an O with a slash. And for some of them, they are. That looks like the weird D. So how do you know if they're vibrating or not? We all know how to make the S sound, S, right? Yeah. So put your hand on your throat and just go S. What do you feel? Nothing. You feel nothing. But now let's try making the Z sound. Z. It's vibrating. It's different. So let's see if we can do that with the TH. That's the soft TH. There's no vibration. Feel not vibrating, vibrating, not vibrating, vibrating. All right. Now, you can actually guess which one is which without needing to already know the word. TH, the soft TH, is common at the start and the end of content words. Content words are nouns, verbs, and adjectives. The hard TH appears in the middle of words and usually between two vowels. So if there's a vowel A and then a TH and then another A, for example, that's always going to be a hard TH. They are also in function words, which you might know as grammar words. So let's do some pair work. With your partner, look over the handout. I'll show you the handout in just a second, and circle every TH word that has the soft TH. And then underline every word that has the hard TH. Here's the handout. Now I'll read it, and then you guys circle it. You give yourself 5 minutes first, and then I'll read it. Skip to after. All right, let's test yourself. Did you get it right? I think that thick leather hat is worth more than my father's. Do you need the hat? The weather in the south is hot. In the north, it's only 13 degrees. 13 degrees? That's something. Another thing, I need to buy toothpaste. You do. Taking care of your teeth is something that's very important. That's true. Good thinking. I've thrown away my old toothbrush too. But this is the perfect time to think about health. Thanks, although the toothbrush store is farther than I thought. That's fine. The path through the feeder is short. The thought of walking there together is nice. Now let's test it out. So let's try it together. I think, that's a content word. Verb, that, grammar word. Thick, content word. Leather, that's a content word too. Who knows why that TH is a hard TH? Yeah, it's in between two vowels. Leather, hat is worth more than my father's. So why is the TH on worth a soft TH? It's at the end. Worth. And it's after the R. Worth more than my father's. Do you need the hat? The weather in between two vowels. In the south. End of the word. South is hot. In the north, it is only 13 degrees. 13 degrees, that's something. Another thing, so something, it's still the soft TH because it's thin. Another thing, I need to buy toothpaste. You do. Taking care of your teeth is something that's very important. Again, content word, function word, grammar. That's true, grammar. Good thinking, verb. I've thrown away my old toothbrush too. Then this is the perfect time to think about health. Thanks, although the toothbrush store is farther than I thought. Now farther, it's after a consonant, but the R, it's kind of like a vowel. Farther. So it's still a little bit like it's in between two vowels. That's fine. The path through the theater is short. The thought of walking there together is nice. See? All of these, if it's a content word or it's in between two vowels, it's a hard TH. If it's a function word, if it's a content word, and if it's at the beginning or the end, it's a soft TH. If it's a function word and it's in between two vowels, then it's a hard TH. Who has any questions? Nobody. So what have we learned today? You can put your teeth two different ways. You can put your tongue two different ways in between your teeth and behind your upper tooth. We should not block the air. Let the air out. That's bad. That's good. And make sure that you are either using the soft TH or the hard TH. Soft TH, this does not buzz. Hard TH, it does. All right, thank you. That's the end of my teaching demo. It was Adam Goldman. My email is goldmanm003 at gmail.com. Thank you.